A few weeks ago I had to replace these two posts under the deck. These are the new ones. I put them on an elevated concrete base so they be not in contact with wet ground or wet plants that grow up around it. A home inspector came around and poked the old post at the bottom of it, and the screwdriver or screw or whatever went right through it. And of course the reason for it is because the bottom of the post is completely rotted away. Looks like this. Now I immediately replaced the post the next day because it would be really inconvenient if the deck or a corner of the deck lowered itself by 6 inches on account of collapsing a deck post. However, that doesn't mean that the whole wood is garbage. You might think it is, but such is not the case. Here is the other post that I cut up into 3 chunks. Of course it has the same fantastic rotten bottom here that didn't look too rotten when it was standing on the ground, but this is how the cross section looks like. For sure this is damaged by fungi, so this one has no structural strength there left on that spot. But if I shortened this post with with maybe one more cut here, it would be completely sound, and intact, just like this, with no fungal decay on it that would decompose the wood, basically. So this is how the cross section, or this is how the top looks like. The top also looks damaged and decaying with fungus growth on top, and you would think, well, the top is bad, the bottom is bad, the whole thing is equally worthless. Maybe it's worthless, but it's structurally sound between sections where the rot stops. So I'm gonna keep it for dunnage, I don't know, jacking up the vehicle, something like that. I'm not gonna throw the whole thing away. And you will probably find the same thing with, say, fence material, that just because the top looks weathered, it doesn't mean that the whole fence panel is equally garbage. It could be, again, but I'm just saying that just because it has rot on it on its surface or slimy on the outside, it doesn't mean that it lost structural integrity in its entire length. Okay, that's all. Just out of curiosity, I made some slices to see how far this fungal decay spreads in the wood, and just like so, about 3 inches, yay much. 75 millimeters, because after that it's being reduced in size significantly. So that's close enough. We'll keep this one as is. We'll call it intact. The other one, the other deck post, fares better. There, it's longer. It still has this. This is fungal decay as well. It's not contaminated with engine oil or anything like that. It's fungal decay starting. Close enough to be intact.